So in this video I'll be saying how to prune bush or determinate tomatoes. A lot of people say you don't have to prune them at all. You do have to do a tiny bit of pruning, but pretty much you don't have to do anything now. So the difference between cordon and cordon varieties and these bush varieties is that on a cordon one you can nip off all the side shoots between the leaves. An example of that would be here. You have a leaf coming out there. That's the side shoot. You would take that out on a cordon variety, but here on a bush variety what you do is you just leave it. You don't prune anything to begin with, and it naturally branches a lot, and you'll get a small compact plant like this which bears a lot of fruit. Now that's great, and as you can see I've had lots of tomatoes on this, as you can see from all these old trusses. And what happens towards the end of the summer is it might look a bit like this, probably a bit large because this is an extremely dwarf bush variety. Most bushes are about 3 or 4 times the size. The plant will look a bit tired, it'll kind of stop growing, won't be doing much. But you can keep a bush variety, even though it's called a determinate variety, a lot of them, they keep going if you look after them the right way. So with this, for example, you have all these old trusses here. What I tend to do is I cut these off. Also I'm using one hand, so it's a bit tricky. But cut these off of the plant, as these are no longer needed, and they might be shading some of the leaves. This will also help tidy up your plant, make it look a bit nicer. So you go around cutting all the trusses off that no longer got any fruit on them. This also can, if it has a lot of trusses, it also helps redistribute the plant's energy into making new ones, as they don't create any benefit for the plant having all these extra ones that aren't used anymore. So take them all off, and what you'll notice is here's one I cut off quite a while ago. Actually it was a stem that broke, but it had a truss in the end, and I cut that back. That's now got lovely new growth coming with a few new flowers and some embryonic tomatoes growing there. That's what happens with that. You can see here as well, we got some new growth. So basically this had loads of fruit on it. When it had loads of fruit on it, completely stopped growing, it looked like it wasn't going to do anything again. Then it's just started to grow again, so this is a good time to cut off all these trusses, and like there's another one there. Cut off right down there. Now it tidies up the plant, makes it look better, and yeah, gives it more airflow as well, which is always good for disease and things like that. So you do that, and then a plant like this would need repotting, to be honest. But what you do is you repot the plant, or if it's got a small plant, or give it a good high potassium feed like Tomarite or some kind of tomato feed. Now reinvigorate it, and you should get a second flush of flowers coming on the plant and another crop of tomatoes. So that's how you do very basic pruning on a bush tomato plant. So basically it's pretty easy, bush tomatoes. No pruning required apart from taking off old trusses now and again, and giving it a bit of extra feed after you've taken the tomatoes off, and cut the trusses off, and you should, as I said, get a second flush and a second crop. But as a bush tomato, what they tend to do is they all kind of ripen at the same time, so you'll still have that effect, but yeah, that's what you do.